What if your personal finances could feel softer, easier this month without having to tighten everything or judge yourself or feel judgment for your spending? We're going to dive into today the one thing that you need to work on within your personal finances this month to have the rest, the guilt, to enjoy this season stress free. And really, this principle works from all the time. All right. If we haven't met yet, I'm Amy Circa, money confidence coach and bookkeeper. And over the last 13 years, I've helped over 1,250 women get out of survival mode and make money simple so they can feel safe, clear, and confident with their finances. No shame, no restriction, and definitely no giving up your coffee to get there. So, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. We are talking today about our personal finances and what to do, like one thing to work on, one thing to do within your personal finances to give yourself the rest and guilt-free rest that you are so desperately craving right now, because we kind of say this all the time, like it's busy, it's a busy season. We hope it'll slow down, but the November, December timeframe is definitely a busy season. So if you are wanting, if you're craving that call to rest, but you're feeling the pressure from all the things, you're in the right place. We have been talking about this over the last couple weeks. So if you've missed the last couple episodes, you might want to start with that. We've talked about aligned decision making. We've talked about your business finances last week and the one thing to focus on in your business to give yourself that rest. Of course, today we're talking about your personal finances, one thing to work on. And then I've got two more episodes that I think are going to be really powerful for you. All right. So we know, especially when it comes to your personal budget, the holiday season brings up guilt. It brings up pressure. It brings up emotional spending, like where you're emotionally spending. There's fear that shows up, whether it's fear of judgment, fear of shame, fear of being in the right place in the new year, fear of all those things. And then we put expectations on ourselves as well. Whether this is we've got to have this picture perfect Christmas, whether this is it's going to be hard, it's going to be a struggle, or if you're trying to fix things, okay? But here's the thing, and this, we're probably going to end up talking about this in January because it comes up every year. We look at our personal finances and we feel like we had to fix everything. But here's the thing, like your personal money doesn't need you to fix everything. It needs you to feel safe with it. Because when you're not looking at your finances from the place of guilt and shame and all of the meaning that we've put around our money, you don't feel safe with it. And we need money to be on our side. Okay? And especially right now, old patterns get loud because we have so many other stories and things shouting at us. Okay, the pressure shows up, right? There's pressure to buy. There's pressure to host things. There's pressure to give to other. We got year-end giving and Giving Tuesday. There's pressure to show up in these events. And again, there's spending, right? All of those things. And emotional spending can become a coping mechanism, or we're avoiding it. It's like a protector. And we're telling ourselves, there's no way that I can do anything different because I'm already in it. Now, if you were trying to pay cash for your entire Christmas budget and you haven't done anything with it, that's a little out of reach. But here's the problem. That's what we try and do. But when we can't do it, we get frustrated. And then it's like, well, I tried and just that didn't work. Well, here's the problem. We didn't try it from a safe place. Like if you've not budgeted at all for your Christmas season, it's a little late. But there is something that you can do to help feel safe and calm with your finances. It's not a discipline problem. Like we'll work on the discipline, but the discipline only matters if you've done the part that you need to. Like, if you don't feel calm and safe and clear and confident, all of those things, right? You're not going to stick with the discipline. It doesn't matter. Especially with money. There are people, very, 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 very small percentage, that can just go do the work and block out all of the other emotion stuff. But you're not the exception to the rule. You're the norm. And when you take care of yourself and how you feel about money, everything's going to shift. Okay? So we're not talking about tightening the reins. We're not talking about starting a strict budget. We're not talking even about doing a full year-end audit. We're not talking about shaming yourself for the spending you've already done, like it's in the past. Nothing you can do. I'm not even talking about the spending like you're going to continue to do. It's your money. Go do what you want with it, but do it from a clear, calm, aligned place. If you're making decisions out of stress and guilt and shame, that's what we want to shift. I don't care what you go spend your money on. It's your money. And I trust you to spend your money in the way that you feel aligned to, just like I trust myself. We have an episode that we've already recorded. It's coming out soon with I've brought a guest on. They're a generosity strategist. And we talk about that. Like, you can't say yes to everything, but you have to trust people are going to say yes to the right things for them. And I'm going to say yes to the right things for me. You got to have some faith in humanity again, right? Okay, so today, your action step here, this is more about grounding yourself because there's so much noise trying to create, like, I'll give you a tactical step if you really want a tactical step here in a minute, okay? But we got to ground yourself. We have to ground you. So I got a quick 5-minute ritual, and this is going to be your action step for this. Because this month isn't necessarily the overhaul your budget month. And we'll get to the tactical strategy. If you really want to get into momentum, this is what I would do. And it's really like a very powerful, very simple strategy, okay? But ground yourself, okay? I want you to open your accounts, like look at your bank account, but without criticism, without judgment. There's no meaning behind it. So when you open the bank accounts, take a slow, deep breath. If it feels good, put your hand on your belly, put your hand on your chest. Take a deep breath. The number doesn't mean anything. It does not matter what's in the account. It could be $20,000. It can be $2. Doesn't matter. And look at it. Once you can do this without meaning, then you can take the pro step. What is this number telling me? Not what's wrong with you, because there's nothing wrong with you. It's what is this number telling me? Because there's certain amount of people who will see a low number and it won't feel safe. But there's other people who will look at the number and it's a low number and they don't care because they know that they're able to do things. We should probably do a series on this. Let me know if you would love a series on this because I was geeking out about this. There's a correlation between your love language and money. And when you realize how your money-love relationship shows up, it's so empowering because you know how you feel fulfilled with money. Okay? So what is the number telling you? When you can look at it without judgment. Okay? Then, tactical. If you want to get tactical, if you want tactical action, we can call it that. Once you can look at the bank account without creating meaning. The best thing to do, especially if you're prioritizing your finances, get an expense tracking system into place. The one I recommend and use is YNAB. You need a budget. YNAB. I've got an affiliate link for you. It gives you a free 30-day trial. We'll put the link in the show notes. It's amycirca.com/YNAB. So you don't have to do anything with it. Set up the account, like set up your YNAB account, link your bank account so they start to pull transactions in, and you can do the rest later. When you're ready to work on it, it's pulled in a month worth of expenses or a couple weeks worth of expenses, whatever it might be, but it's not this massive thing on your to-do list. Okay? If you've got an expense tracking system in place, maybe you're categorizing 5 transactions in the app. Maybe you're moving $20 to savings, $100 to savings. What is an aligned thing that would make your money feel lighter this week? And do one thing. It doesn't have to be this whole thing. One small thing. It can be done 10 minutes. We're not looking for massive action. We're looking for clarity. When we can feel clear, we spend more in alignment, and then we can do the tactical strategies. Then we can work on the tactical budget and strategy and all of those things. But you've got to get clear. We've got to stop avoiding it, and we have to not feel shame. This isn't about changing everything. It's about changing how you feel when you look at your money. Because I know that your money is information. There's no judgment there, right? There's no resentment. There's no guilt. None of that. There's no fear. But we have to get into the space for that. And if your money feels less stressful, ideally, money feels safe. I don't know that you're going to get here with one practice. But then you can rest, right? All right. That's what we've got for this episode. If you haven't already grabbed my money mindset playbook, this is the perfect time to do it because your personal finances are emotional. Your spending patterns are rooted in deep, subconscious beliefs. Avoiding money is like the safety strategy, and we need this emotional regulation and upleveling of our mindset and our beliefs. And the Money Mindset Playbook helps you understand the emotional patterns behind your spending and the financial decision. It gives you the safety and support for your nervous system. So that link is amycirca.com/mindset. That will also make sure that you're on my email list so you get early access to the 2 offers that are getting pre-sale pricing this month. All right. So that's what I've got for now. Next week, we're going to go back into the business side of things, but we're going to talk about the one thing that you need to do within your accounting, your bookkeeping to give yourself the rest that you are so desperately craving, especially as we start to get into tax season. That's it for now. We'll see you next.